Hola Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moons, welcome to your 2022 Sun Moon reading. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM and we can go ahead and set that up. When you view it is when you're meant to see it. It doesn't matter the time of year. Also, check out your 2021 Sun Moon predictions that are still in my playlist and see if they rang true for you. The first portion of this reading, we'll go over the traits of your Sun Moon combination. I'll lay out the main cards. We'll take a quick look at your 2022. The second portion will be the Vimeo link below where I will have a deeper interpretation of the cards with clarifiers, and I'll also pull a card of advice for 2022. I'll be dividing the year up into 4 separate sectors. So Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moons, with this combination, once you have made up your mind in regard to a particular conviction or belief, you stick firmly to your guns. Some see this as being obstinate or greedy, but truth be told, having control over certain outcomes ensures your resources. You have the drive and resolution to win over any competition. It isn't always about winning, but rather knowing that you can provide for yourself and others who rely upon you. You craft a life based on security, financial stability, and goals. Once those are in place, you can set about enjoying your family and the wonderful things that you have worked hard to earn. You constantly keep your emotions in check and don't allow them to interfere with your wise counsel. This isn't always the case, and if somebody were to test your limits, they would get a dose of your strong-willed temper. Because of your outward coolness, some think that you lack emotion, but you are actually more sensitive and spiritual than you allow people to experience. You prefer a partner who honors a long-term commitment and can be supremely trusted. In turn, you can be an anchor and a rock in the most difficult times. So, Holy Spirit, angels, divine guides, universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, and your insight for Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moons for the year of 2022? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to universe and closer to divine through your messages? Any messages you have will be greatly appreciated, and we thank you. As you can see, I do have an injury, so okay, can you please show me January, February, March for Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moons? We have the full card. Okay. Also, other things to mention, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. What do you see for April, May, June? We have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. What do you see for July, August, September, please? July, August, September. We have the 9 of Swords in the upright. Straighten these out a little bit. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. And for October, November, December, we have the Emperor card in the upright. Okay. So we start off in the beginning of the year, January, February, March. It looks as though some of you have made a move or done something, probably jumped into it a little bit recklessly, weren't thinking ahead. Be careful of that in the beginning of the year. The Fool card is when you end up looking foolish because you did something and impulsivity took a role in that. It can be a situation too where you immediately get into it and right after you do, you're like, oh, I should not have done that, because you end up suffering consequences because of it, or you end up seeing the downsides because of it. So just be really careful of the decisions that you make in the beginning of the year. Whether it's a relationship you aren't prepared for, whether it was a career that you just, you were made an offer and you said, yeah, let's just go ahead and do it. So, be careful of that, because what I'm seeing is this kind of continue. For April, May, June, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So whatever you kind of got into, I feel as though it's manifesting itself as being in a very unhappy situation. And the 10 of Cups in reverse is when emotionally you're really not at your best, things aren't going very well. It can usually affect the family, the home, your environment in regards to your home. Usually it's amongst other people, loved ones. So there could be arguments going on. There could be, a marriage kind of crumbling away. Somebody could be neglecting somebody else. Someone could be neglecting the family, or just in general, not having the same values and the same mission that you originally had with a group of people or with a loved one. So, this is where I think you're going to start to see the downsides to the choices that you've made. And July, August, September, it doesn't seem like it's getting much better. This has you in states of depression, anxiety, over worrying, waking up in the middle of the night, wondering what you're going to do about this situation, how you're going to correct it, or maybe how you're going to get out of it. Really is going to be a time of a lot of anxiety for you. And I think it all starts from what you kind of chose in the beginning of the year, and then it just kind of snowballs forward. Now, keep in mind, I don't want these comments like, oh, you're so negative, I'm doomed for 2022. That's not what these readings are about. I'm reading the energies as they are at this present time, how they're most likely to move forward without intervention. You seeing this reading is intervening. So of course, human nature is to use your free will as you move forward. So if you come upon it, you may say to yourself, oh, this kind of sounds familiar to me, and you may act differently, so that you don't have the outcome that we kind of see here. But the good news is that regardless of what you kind of choose to do, I see the Emperor card in October, November, December, which is an indication to me where, did I say that was a card of Aries? Because it is, which is an indication to me that you kind of decide to get things back in order. The Emperor is usually the boss man. So what he kind of does is he creates rules, he creates boundaries. He, makes sure that there's very strict guidelines to follow. So I feel as though whatever has been chaotic, during this time, you kind of step up and say, hey, look, this is how things are going to be moving forward. And you're being very authoritative about it. That probably, that comes from your Taurus, but it can come from your Scorpio too. Kind of like, hey, let's knock this off. Let's get things where they need to be. And then following through in a very regimented, ordered kind of way. The Emperor can also come across as very assertive too. So it looks like you're asserting yourselves toward the end of the year about something, whether you want to stay in something or whether you want to get out of it. So that's what I have for you all. If it resonates, consider a personal reading. Just send me an email or a DM so we can go ahead and set that up. Make sure you click on the Vimeo link below, where I'll be pulling these cards on these cards for a deeper interpretation. I'll also be pulling a card of advice for 2022. Make sure you check out your 2021 Sun Moon readings that are still in my playlist. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Like, share, subscribe, or donate. Otherwise, I will see you in the Vimeo. Adios, Taurus, Sun, Scorpio, Moons. Bye.